Hi everyone, Emma here. I am getting ready to make a bracelet with all these goodies. So let's take a look at what we have and try and figure out something really nice to make. So I have these gorgeous, these are English cut. These are check glass beads and I love them. They're like a olivine color with a gold patina on them and they are stunning, so I'm just itching to make that. Now I have these charms. There's a seahorse charm and there's also these guys that are connectors, but I think what I want to do is I want to put two of them together because I want something that's a little bigger than just this. So I think what I'd like to do is, let me see what's the best way. Connect them by the stars or connect them by the shells. I think probably the stars, but I don't want them repeated that way, so I think I will do it this way. I think that was the best that way. So it would probably look like that with a little, and then that way we could always put the seahorse in the middle. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to use some of this lovely chain. So initially I thought what I'd do is do one side chain and one side beads, but I'm looking at this chain. The chain is a little too small for that effect that I want. Now we could double up the chain. That's an option. Put two strands of chain to one strand of beads. Or we could just go ahead and do a full strand of beads and some chain. So we'll think about that. So we've got all of that, and I want to use this lovely clasp. I feel like it kind of goes with everything. It has 3 strands, but we'll just use the 2. These beads are big enough that it would kind of take up the middle whole room. They're magnetic, so it's a fold over clasp with a magnet in it. Just closes like that. So there's that, and I have some Swarovski 4mm. These are, I think, olivine with AB, and this is, I'm not sure of the name, but it's kind of like a mustard yellow, and again, it really suits these. So these may be used with just for dangles to decorate it. And then I have these lovely melon beads that I was thinking we would intersperse with this. I do have some just straight up round ones, but I think those ones are nicer. So I think that's what we're going to do. I think we'll put the chain on last, just because for measuring, I think the best way to measure is with the biggest bead. So let's do that. So let's cut this open. These guys. And I'm going to use my handy dandy Beadle-On 7-strand 1,000-foot spool. You may think I'm funny by showing you that, but I'm so glad that I got it. I took a little time to think about it. It was expensive in the sense that buying that much is expensive, but it's definitely a better deal than buying a bunch of small spools of it. And I got that from Beadle-On directly, and I think that's probably the best way. Their prices are really good. I was really impressed. So I would definitely recommend it. I'm going to get a bead stopper here. Let's see what kind of nice golden beauties we can make. So I always start with one of these metal beads and then the glass bead. Oh, I was just thinking, where are we gonna put this on the side with the beads or on the chain side? And I feel like it'll be a bit too heavy to add to the chain side. So we'll have to maybe split these in half. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 2, there's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so there's 20 on the strand. So we'll start with that, and if we have to take some off the ends, if it's too long, we will. So just continue putting this on, and I'll show you what it looks like. It looks pretty nice. A little too far. Oh, the silliness of this camera. There. So that looks pretty good. I think once we get everything on, it'll really pop. So let's go back to focus here and add these guys on. I bought a bunch of strands of these. They're so gorgeous. I got them from Peggy from Buy the Beads. She has an excellent selection of Swarovski everything, but mostly bicones. And she also has a huge selection of check glass beads. So if you want to get some check glass beads, I would recommend checking her out first, because you won't get it any cheaper anywhere else. She scours the internet for de-stash sales and buys them and then passes on the deals to us. So like I think this strand was maybe $1.30 or something like that. Super cheap. So yeah, this is going to be, I think, long for the bracelet, but we'll measure it. And like I said, once we get everything on, we'll just put things off to the side. So that looks really nice. So let's go ahead and put a bead stopper here, and we'll string the next one, and then we will attach these guys together. And so I'll put that one there. Get another strand. Our strand doesn't have to be as long now that I remembered that it has to be half. But you know what? I'm not too concerned, so I'm going to take a big piece. And I love this. Has a hole that you can put your wire through, and then it doesn't unravel. So where's the other piece? And we'll put a bead stopper on this side. And one of these. Let's get these over here. And another there. Can you tell I'm into the gold lately? It's funny because I'm not really normally into gold, but I feel like I've kind of opened my mind a bit about certain metals and colors. And with doing this channel, I look for examples in commercials and on TV shows and stuff like that. to get ideas, and I think the popularity right now is chunky chain with pearls and lots of big gold stuff. So, and once I started playing with it, I'm like, oh, this looks nice. I think I like this. I like that you can put gold with anything. You can put it with something elegant, like a evening dress or something like that, or a suit if you're a guy. Or you could wear jeans and a t-shirt and wear gold and it looks amazing. So there. So there's our second strand. That is so beautiful. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna put a bead stop on this just in case it gets mixed up. I'll put that one over there. Let's put these guys together. I need some jump rings. Where's my good jump rings? So, trying to decide, I think maybe a smaller, a very small jump ring to connect those. I've got some good ones, good stuff. I ordered a bunch of stuff from Kathy at the beading room, and they are lovely. So that's more of a rose. Now that's super small. I don't know, do I want it that small or do I want one this size? I think that would probably go well. So let's just leave that. We might need another one to hook the seahorse. So let's put this guy together. I'll just enlarge this a bit so you can see what I'm doing. So that. Actually, it has to go the other way so that they look like that. But yeah, I think that's it. So let me grab my tools again. So hopefully this will work. Sure, that's perfect. Like that. Okay, and then we will. I think we need to put a Swarovski in here. And we could actually put one in between. Trying to decide. Now here's the dilemma. I knew I had colored Swarovskis that would match this, and I couldn't find them, and then finally I found them. Now I found two, and I knew right away I'm going to have a hard time deciding which ones to use. And I think we should probably do both. So I'm wondering if we should put a link, like a beaded chain. But do we want to put both colors? That. And I think we need something in between. I wonder, you know what? I got some new rhinestones today. These are 3mm. Actually, this would probably look really nice in between those two. And they're, oh yeah, and they're gold. So I have these lovely gold-plated head pins. Let me see if they're going to be long enough. Open these up. Take a few out. I don't know how, they might be a little too thick for what I needed. This, that, Oh my gosh, that's beautiful. Let's see if I can show you this. That looks amazing. There. Now, it's lovely, but I think we need 2 of these in a link, then attach this guy. Because if we put this in the middle, we have nowhere to hang our seahorse. So let's go back to focus here. So yeah, so let's do beaded chain with this. So let's turn this side and then we'll clip the other side and turn it. So we're going to make it super small. So we're just going to go to that end, open, release. So it comes around to the end there and then go down and turn it like that. Actually, that seems kind of big, but I don't know that I want it that big. We'll see. So let's cut this off and turn the other side. Oh, wrong one. So grab it right there, edge like that. Turn, turn. Yeah, it's too long. So I'm just going to open it and clip a bit and then we'll turn it again. So clip a bit off there. Then grab it to the end there and turn, turn all the way and then just slight. So yeah, I kind of wanted it more like this side. You see how super rounded. I think what I might do is cut a bit off here. If we have to, we'll do another one. But I think that'll probably do it. Yeah. There, that's what I wanted. It is still a bit long. So let's see if we can get this in the middle. Like that. And turn that on. So we're going to do this again. Do a second one. Oh, that's pretty. Okay. So now, it's not going to matter because we'll turn it to the other side. I need another rhinestone. And a green one. That down. Okay. Grab these here. Turn, turn, and then there, like that. And flip this over. Yeah, so I think when I do that, it makes it a little longer there. So let's cut this one a little bit shorter. Hopefully it's not too short. It's gonna be close. Okay. And turn, turn. Oh yeah, it's I get it a little too short. Let's straighten that out and then turn this in. That should do it. There. There. Like that. Okay, so now we have 2. Oh, that looks pretty. So now we have to open this because we're going to separate these. Let's find the opening. There it is. So now, since this is going to connect to here. I kind of want the jump ring to be smaller, so we'll get the smaller size. I have some teeny tiny ones. Super tiny. Let's hope they will fit. You can see how tiny they are. Need special micro tools for this one. Okay. Let's put that in there. And I didn't close those. I'll have to go back and close them properly. See if I can get this. Yep, that's closed. And let's close this one here. This needs a little nudging there. And let's make sure this one's closed, because this side is going to get the wire from her. Oh my gosh, this is turning out so nice. There. So that's the one side. Let's do the other side. Open. Oh, and I didn't close that. Let me close this one here. There, that one's closed. Kind of want to. Ooh, oh, I cracked the crystal. You have to be really careful with that. Okay, I think we need to redo this one. So let's cut that off. It happens. You know, just be ready to start over when that happens. It's better to do that than to put a cracked crystal. It's so bad that I can't get the metal piece off. I'm going to take it off the other side. You can see where the piece of metal is. Then I cracked that one too. So I'm just I'll take the rhinestone and do that. But sadly, I have to retire those. I'm very sad. I hate to waste Swarovskis. Okay, let's start all over. One of those. One of those. One of those. Let's turn this. Like that. And then straighten that out. Slide those guys down. So a smart idea is maybe leave a little more space, and it's probably better to cut a little more off the next time rather than cut it too short. That's my takeaway from today. Turn. Look, that's still too short. Let me see if I can make this narrower. There. Open that a bit, and there. Let's make sure this is closed all the way. Yeah, I'm cutting them way too close. And let's turn them so that they're facing the same way. Like that. that one's closed all the way. I don't want to leave any gap there. That one's fine too. Okay, so there's our second one. And actually, okay, so we're going to use the jump ring to attach. And I want to match the colors. So we're going to put green in the middle. So let's grab this on the yellow side, yellowish side. And make sure these are going to match up so that they're flat. Okay, we use the proper tools for this. There we go. And I'll close this. Let's see. There, like that. So now a jump ring, and then you know what I wanted to put in here? Actually, I have some closed jump rings that are twisted rope. That would look nice in there. There's a kind of chunky one, but I also have a thin one. But you know what? I think the chunky ones, I think it's the chunky one's gonna get it. So now I'm gonna have to open those circles to hook those in. Or do I put a jump ring? Let's move these out and see. Yeah, I think a jump ring. So that's gonna, because that's thick, I'm gonna need a little thicker. These are not too bad here. I think this might do it. Let's try these. They're a thicker gauge. So let's go like that, and I might have to open that a bit more. If we got it. That. Oh yeah. This is starting to look really good. This is amazing. I had no intention of doing anything like this. So this is, you know, to make an argument for just sitting down and starting. You might start with one idea and it ends up being something totally different. And look at how exciting this is. Let me open that a little bit more. If I can get that on there. Yeah, I need to open it some more. I don't like to open them too much because then it distorts the shape. So if I can avoid it, that one there. Let me just add that one on this side. Keep it to the right orientation. You could do a whole chain with this. And these are really nice jump rings. They're super sturdy and stiff. There, perfect. Okay. Look at that. That's wild. Okay, so we need something special for him. So I was thinking of doing one of these for him, but maybe not. Actually, I just don't, because he's long, I don't want him hanging down. So maybe what I should do is make one of these, but put it off to the side. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. So we need another rhinestone. I bought these rhinestones because I saw a video that was right angle weave, and it's incredible. She uses rhinestones, like one rhinestone to 3 crystal beads, but she uses different color crystal beads, and it creates this incredible pattern. It's stunning, stunning. So I have to do that, but that's why I bought these rhinestones. By the time I get to it, I'll be all done. I'll use them all up. Okay, so if you're good at wire wrapping, you could totally wire wrap this, but I suck at it, so I'm not gonna do it. This one's a little softer. Like that. Okay, let's cut the other end. That looks a bit too small. Oh my gosh. Let me turn it this way. It's just gonna get it there. That. I think part of it's not going down enough on the other side. Let me see if I can straighten this out without damaging the crystals. And there, that's good enough. Not my best, but you know what? So I think, oh, I wanted this on here. Oh, I didn't have to put a loop. What the heck? Oh, Emma, you're not paying attention. Let's try that again. I know I could hear you guys saying, Emma, you don't need that. I wonder if one of these balls would look nice on the bottom. Let's try this. Like this. And one of those. I'm noticing some of these Swarovskis are lighter, and I don't think that it's anything to do with Swarovski. I think what it is, I feel like that one bead is a little too big, but it's kind of nice. Okay, so let's make sure we make this bigger. I think it's possible that because they came from D-Stash sales, that they were mixed in with other stuff, and that's why you get some variation. Because I did get some crystals that were like not shaped like a bicone at all. I was like, that's weird. Let's see how far we get with this one. So I left a little more space. Again, it's a lot of space, but you know what? It's not going to matter. That's going to look nice. So let's make sure this is closed up nicely. And put a jump ring on there. Let's do the chunky one. And open this up. Put it at the front. And like that. See if we can get this on in the middle. Yep. Like that. Hang on to that. That went a little too far. That. and see what we have there. That's awesome. Ta-da! Okay, so we'll save this one for another bracelet. Okay, so let's move these guys aside. Now, I think we need to measure, because now we have a huge piece in the middle. So let's see how we can measure this on the mandrel. Okay, we'll start with this here. Take a look. So I think I might try for a 7.5. So that's about half without this extension. But let's take a look at what we have here and measure this guy. And we're going to have the clasp, which is a good inch. So let me get a pencil and mark this. So I'm going to mark this here and this here. And we'll take this to the back and see how far we get on it. Okay, so this whole strand is going to be the measurement for the whole bracelet, because there was also the clasp. So we need half of this. So let's take half off. So we only need 5 and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, move that off. And so let's attach this. And get my, need some crimp tubes. There's 2. I was going to say there's 2, but I ended up dropping a bunch. Okay, so I'm just going to, I'll leave these guys down there because I'll just draw them up after. Let's get that on there. And I think I'm going to crimp this directly onto here. You could crimp it onto a jump ring and then attach it. But I think I'm going to do this directly. And get my crimping tools. Where are they? There we go. I'm going to hang on to that because it should be in the right spot. Crimp that and then turn it. And there. Lovely. We'll clip this off. Did that cut? It did. Look at that. Eek. Okay, let's do this over. Wow, today's just not my day. And I'm having a hard time with these cutters. Try this again. That. Okay. One more time with feeling. Okay, I'm going to be very careful this time. Don't know how that happened. There. Perfect. Okay, let's slide these guys down. This is... So if I smash that down a bit more, that would go over. But you know what? I don't think it needs it. So let's do like that. Ta-da! And let's take this off and attach it to the clasp. And pick up a crimp tube. So this part, you might have to pay attention to the orientation because there's a front and a back to these clasps. So let's do the, I mean, it could be it would be the top, yeah, because you have this dangling from this side. So we'll put the chain on the bottom, sorry, we'll put the chain on the bottom. So let's put that through. Okay, no, I might have to turn that around. Let me just turn this. See where this is at here. Okay, that's at the bottom actually, so let's move that to the top hole like this. I think that hole is locked. Okay, and put it through the crimp tube. Like that. Get it out of the way. There, so I want it this way. And put it in. I don't want this too tight, so I better move my crimp tube up. See how much movement that's. A little bit of movement. Tighten it a bit. There, that should do it. Like that. Like that. And then fold it over nicely. That. Okay, we'll clip this off. Again, be careful, Emma. There. And I have like almost enough for the other side, but we'll just use the one we have. So far, so good. Okay. I wish we had thicker. I say we, but you know what I mean. As my wife says, you know what I mean, Vern. Okay, there's 3, 4, 5. So we'll take these guys off. Okay. Let's move this stuff out of the way. Okay, we need to attach it to this here. So let's get a crimp tube and go in like this. And bring this through. pull that there. There. And then fold it over. Perfect. Get rid of this tail. And slide these guys down. Oh my gosh, this is like incredible. Wow. Okay. Let's open this clasp and grab the other side. Now we got to remember the orientation. This is gonna we need it this way, and then it folds over and pulls together. Okay, so and it has to be in the top. So you have to be careful with clasps with multiple holes where you're putting stuff. Do we need a crimp tube here? And I went in through the top and out through the bottom, so I'm going to do the same for this side. Top hole from the top through to the bottom. And put it through the crimp tube. Bring everything down. And remember, we need some space for the beads to move around, so let's bring that way. Yeah, that looks like enough space. Maybe a tick less. There. Pull that up. Hang on to it and crimp it. Things flying everywhere. Oh. Fold it over. Just gonna make sure that's nicely tight. Grab this tail. Oh. It's time to clean my desk off. Okay, grab and done. This looks very big. Oh, we may have to shorten this. And there we go. Like that. Like that. And we're going to add the chain, but let's measure this first. Oh yeah, it's 8. I knew it was going to be too long. Oh well. What I can do is put the chain shorter, and then it will bring it to 8, and this would be just a bit loose, but I don't know if I want to do that. So the other thing too is I can go ahead and put crimp covers on here. Let's take a look and see what they look like. I mean, those actually, you know, when you put the crimp cover, sometimes it shortens it. So that might actually, like, it pulls it together. So let's see, but I feel like I don't like the wire showing. If it was gold wire, I wouldn't really care. I mean, you can't really see it, but let's see what this looks like. Let's put it on there. Let's go for it. There's one. Oh yeah, that's nice. And the other one. there. Let's see. I'm gonna just kind of poke this down a bit. There. Okay, it's time. It's time. It's getting a little kind of rigid. Oh my gosh, this is gorgeous. I must have this upside down because we put the strand through the top, remember? But this is, the wire is making it so maybe I should have put this on a jump ring. I feel like the wire is making it, this is not in the right space. Maybe I turn it like this. There. Okay, chain time. So, let's find the end here. We got it all tangled. Knotted. Let's see if we can get this. There we go. So, you like the way I measure? Like, no wonder your stuff's never the right size, Emma. Oh, the chain is hooking onto the magnet through the clasp. So, I think probably about there. I'm just going to clip it. When it's small chain like this, I don't bother opening them. I just clip. Clip and go. So now we need a jump ring to attach it. I think I might try this one. I don't know if this is going to work because the way the holes are on this clasp, but we'll do our best. Oh, that's not what I want. Grab the wrong thing. Here we go. And that's good. Open that. Put the chain through first. Like that. And then come through the back. Might be easier. Yeah, I need to open that more. Through the bottom hole. There. Yep, that one's in. And this over here. I'm sorry if this video was kind of chaotic. That's, sometimes I'm very calm and organized, and other times it's just like, woohoo, let's try this. Okay, let me see if I can get this through here. Look at that. Sweet. There, done, done. Oh, that's really nice. And look, sticking to the magnet. Oh, it's way too long. Look at that. Let me see what it looks like with it that long. Yeah, it needs to be shorter. Okay. Easy enough. Easy enough. So let's did I crisscross this? No, I've got it this way here. Okay, so if we kind of want it to sit about there, I want it slightly bigger, but so let's cut it to about here. Again, you like my measurements? It's very scientific. It's called the Emma method. Dun, dun, dun. Let's open this guy up. Where's the opening? Of course the opening is going to be hidden. There it is. I could probably hang on to that, take this old cut piece of chain off, get rid of it, and grab the other piece of chain and slide it on there. Might have to pick it up with my tools. Nope, got it. Okay, hang on to all of that, grab hold of that, and there we go. There, that's better. Much better. It's still a bit longer, but I kind of wanted it to hang a bit with the... Let's see if I can put this out so you can see what it looks like. So yeah, these, I think I might restring these and put them on jump rings. The wire is, you know, doing this thing here. So it's getting kind of flippy floppy. Put that guy over there. There's this lovely bracelet. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you weren't too stressed out by my method. But look at how gorgeous this is. And again, you can see the idea, like I've ordered some chunky chain. If this was a big piece of chunky chain, it would totally change the look of this. It would match up more with this chunky closure. So, but as it is, it looks beautiful. So there you go. Thanks for joining me. I hope you enjoyed that. Take care, and we'll see you in the next video.